Here we are with Jaci Velasquez. Welcome to Video Mix, Jaci.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's great to have you because I kept telling my producer, I want Jaci Velasquez. Where is she?
I bet.
I swear, it's true.
I don't know if I believe that.
I have testimonies. I have people here who would attest to that.
Testify to it.
You're 21, right?
21.
21 years old.
Born and raised in Houston, Texas, and I've been living in Nashville, Tennessee for the past like 7 years.
Wow, and what brought you to Nashville?
Well, I signed my first record deal when I was like 15, and I signed with a record label that was out of Nashville.
Okay.
So I had to live in Nashville. It was too hard to not. And I was so young, so my parents, we all moved. And about a year and a half ago, no, actually about a year ago, I bought my first house. So I live about 5 minutes away from my family,
So you're 21, at that age you're focused and you have like your act together. I mean, how do you do that?
You know what, I think I've been blessed with a great family, a lot of great people surrounding me. My faith is, I think, a big part of it. But I think when you know what you're supposed to be doing in life, I think it makes things a lot easier when you already know what's planned and what's ahead of you and what's in front of you, to a point.
And what do you feel about today's teen performance, without mentioning names, this whole teeny bop scene? Do you think they're presenting the right image? See, like, your image is very, very nice. I mean, I watch your videos, I see your work.
Clean cut.
It's not even clean cut, it's just who you are. You're being real, and that's the beauty of it. Where others are more or less kind of manufactured, if you know what I mean.
Well, I think that sometimes, as a young person, when you're brought into something so young, you still really don't know who you are, and you're still trying to find out who you are. But you're just having to do it in front of like 10 million people, which is really rough, I would think. I mean, I think it's really rough because you make a mistake, you wear the wrong thing on this certain show, and suddenly people talk about it all over the newspapers. Where normally you'd be in college or you'd be a senior in high school or whatever, and you'd be making mistakes, but no one else would know about it. It would just be your mistakes.
All right, that was part one of our interview with Jaci Velasquez. And you know, when we come back later in the show, we're going to have part two. And she personally is going to present her latest video to all you beautiful Video Mix viewers, because that's what you are, beautiful. In the meantime, I want you to check out this next video by Becca. It's called You Make Me Feel. Do you have a boyfriend?
Some days.
Some days. What do you... Some days? Well, what do you mean some days?
I think it's one of those relationships that you break up every other week.
Oh, really? It's one of those. Oh, God.
So those are always fun. And
today, as we speak, do you have a boyfriend today?
Yes, today I do.
Okay, but tomorrow you might...
Tomorrow, let me see, what day is it? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, something like that. Tomorrow I may not.
Okay. So if somebody was dating you, if I were your boyfriend, let's say, what would be the highlight of Jaci Velasquez? What's the best part about Jaci Velasquez?
Gosh, it's the best part and yet the worst part.
And? That is?
Very sensitive. Very, like, caring, very sensitive, which is also negative, because then if someone's not sensitive with you, it's very painful, and you're like, ah, can't deal with this.
From your point of view, what would be, let's say, a boyfriend, what would be attractive to you? Let's say if you were interested in a guy, what does he...
He's got to tick me off once in a while.
Okay.
Definitely. And, but yet, when he's sweet, he's adorable. So... That's what it takes for me.
And adorable.
Tick me off and yet be completely adorable.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of guys like it. Just about every man can do that to a woman.
Well, no, there's some that can tick you off even more than what you want to be. I know.
CD is Mi Corazón. How many tracks does it have?
13.
13. So we get to enjoy you for 13 tracks.
Yes, yes, and it's very pop, but very, the record is very, it's so diverse. There's such a variety. A lot of pop, R&B, a lot of pop, Latin pop, there's a ranchera song.
And the first video off the CD?
The first video was Cómo, Cura, Herida, which when I first heard that, I was like, how in the world am I ever going to be able to say that? And it's my first single. And it's just it's a really heartfelt song. It's taken from a very personal place in my life. So it's truly a pretty heartfelt song and heartfelt video.
Matter of fact, I would love nothing more than if Jaci Velasquez, you yourself would introduce your From the Heart video to our viewers.
Okay. Let me see. I'm going to pick myself together. Okay. I am Jaci Velasquez. Thanks again for having me here today. And I hope that you enjoy my new video, my first single, Cómo, Cura, Herida.